And we're live, guys. Thank you so much. Today, hello and welcome to Decentralized Health Administration at the Ubrica Project. We bring you critical technical knowledge about creating perfect conditions for much needed revolution in the health industry. Under these new conditions, universal health access will be possible. Everyone in the world, including you and your loved ones, will have access to the best health services available. Health services for everyone will be of the highest quality there is in the world and will be affordable by all. My name is Dr. Mashari Waringi. Today, I come to you from the Ubrica project, located 1.4 degrees south of Equator and 37 degrees east of the central meridian. That's marked right in the southwest suburb of Nairobi. It's beautiful where we are right now. As you can see on the reflection in the window, it's just beautiful plants and flowers, bougainvillea. Now, I've been away for about 10 days because I got very busy working on some critical issues at Ubrica, particularly trying to understand how information theory uh, informs our project or underpins our project. We shall be telling you more about that in the days to come, the days coming. But for now, I just want to give you an update what's happening. And so today we have great things to discuss. We are going to discuss our next event, which is Entrust STEM, which now has moved to Steph Joy High School on December 5 to 8, 2019. Entrust STEM Camp. This is a camp for the young ones. That's age between 15 to 20. And so you invited. We shall be, instead of having our monthly meeting, which we had scheduled for November 27, this coincides very closely with the Entrust STEM Camp. So Entrust STEM Camp is a science, technology, engineering, mathematics camp, and it's going to be at Steph Joy High School. We'll give you the details of all that on December 5 to 8. So today, all we have to do is save the date, December 5 to 8. And then this is coordinated by Wahita Washira and Purity Mudor. Oh, oh man, let me tell you, there's an imposter scammer on a Telegram who pretends to be me. So if you receive a Telegram message, most likely I didn't send it because I don't send messages on Telegram usually, particularly direct messages. I don't send direct messages or private messages. So likely that you're being scammed. Don't get scammed, right? And in any case, if you receive a call from Telegram, you can be sure that is not me. There's a lot of scam people in this cryptocurrency world. It's very treacherous. So do not get scammed. I told you, don't say you have not been warned. Literally every developer of a project on cryptocurrency, I will have a scammer in on Telegram. When you receive a scam message like that, delete immediately and then block and then report the scammer to Telegram because there's nothing more you can do. And of course, people are able to create new Telegram accounts without permission. I mean, and so Telegram is just easy. You can create an account very easily. But so do not do not get scammed. I just want to thank you today. I want to thank you all the people who are trading UBN out there. Some people have gone online. I would say some people because not everybody. So there are several groups that are trading. They are from trading groups, and that's really great because we need to mop the UBN on the market so that it can gain its value. So one team went online and bought half a billion UBN. Yes, the other one went and bought 58 million UBN. The other one went and bought 168 million. So go online and buy as many UBN as possible, particularly right now because we're working to prop the price of UBN. So it's really good that you go online and do it. So the real news today, we're going to discuss about Ubricoin UBN channel capacity. Channel capacity, what does that mean? It means it has something to do with the signal to noise ratio. That we have signal to noise ratio, reducing the noise in channel and increasing the signal, the strength of the signal. And we had said before, previously, I explained to you that Ubricoin will serve both as a channel and a transmitter of knowledge from the university to the village. From the university to the village. that is University Science and Technology Park, to the Produce Value Addition Centers in the village. Today, I would like us to discuss channel capacity of cryptocurrency for transportation of knowledge, information compared to fiat currency. So we shall discuss just briefly. I don't want to go into details today because I'm kind of worn out. I want us to, I just thought that I should give you an update of where we are right now. But we're doing great in Nairobi. There's nothing wrong except that there's that scammer who is trying to scam people in my name. But you will know a scammer because like today he was asking people for 5.6 BTC. Why would we need 5.6 BTC? And that is a real big scam. Anyway, today speak briefly about the channel capacity for cryptocurrency for transportation and of knowledge for transport compared to the fiat currency. How much knowledge and how quickly can cryptocurrency transport knowledge compared to fiat? You will see that answer to that question is no brainer. And this is why we need cryptocurrencies in the university. We need UBN in the universities very, very quick. And quick adoption for UBN in the university education system is going to be very powerful because cryptocurrency has got many, many advantages in terms of capacity for transporting knowledge. Yeah. Now, again, these materials are coming from a decentralized health administration textbook under development by Susan Nyabira Jugona, Ubricoin Research and Development Team, including Naomi Yerododo, Winfred Mule, Abid Ndiani, and Mashani and Frida Butane, and from the proceedings of the WAP team, including Piotr Modoa, Wahito Washira, Grace Gishora, Naomi Yerododo, Winfred Mule, Abid Ndiani, and Masharia, Frida Butale, Barbara Kimani, and Betty Wajiru Washira. Before we go too far, let me tell you the basics. Ubrica Project strives to solve three fundamental problems of health production in the world. One is lack of access to health services, the other one is poor quality of health services, and the last one is high cost of medical services. Lack of access to health service occurs when people do not have money to go to hospital. Lack of access also occurs when there are no hospitals to go to. Poor quality of medical services occur when good knowledge to deal with medical problems is scarce, and high cost of medical services in most of the world occur when manufacturing of products that can be used to improve health is stifled. So, from here, I just want to tell you that Ubricoin is a channel and has much bigger channel capacity. Let's say a million times or more bigger channel capacity, and we shall be doing this calculation um, very soon. I should report to you what is the real channel capacity for digital currency compared to fiat. And I said we have talked before about Ubricoin serving as a channel and transmitter or transporter of knowledge from the university to the village. So we we are guided here by the information theory. Information theory by Claude Shannon, 1948. And Claude Shannon said um, that a noisy channel is problematic because it noisy channel creates a high degree of contamination of information. And then, if we want to transport data, then we have to reduce the noise or eradicate the noise. The advantage of cryptocurrency is that it is devoid of noise, the kind of noise that you get with fiat. Let's say fiat, the biggest noise comes from how it is created. Fiat is created by giving loans to people. It's created by credit. And it means that you have to have money in order to access credit. If you don't have money, you cannot access credit. And therefore, that's a very big inhibitor. I wouldn't even know whether that's noise because, yeah, it is really noise that by requiring people to be wealthy in order for them to have fiat, then requiring them to be credit worthy, it means that already you employed one big source of noise that will make it very difficult to transport knowledge from university. Most people, particularly the young guys in the university, they don't have money, they don't have good credit, and requiring them to have credit is just just a waste of effort, because it just means that the knowledge that they have cannot travel out, is immediately obliterated. One. Number two is that fiat, for you to have fiat, it requires you to have had fiat before, because fiat is only issued to credit-worthy people or people with money, and it's very difficult to have fiat spontaneously. You have to have money before. Maybe you come from a rich family. Maybe you have a rich uncle. Maybe you are endowed with money. But now here you're in school, you're trying to get. So the first thing you do to destroy your capacity is to give you a loan, a student loan. The student loan is a big scam, because they give you a loan, and they they don't guarantee you a job. The loan itself is not accessible to you to use to build your business, or it's just for you to pay people working in universities who often will chase you out of school, close down the school, and they say your university has been shut down indefinitely, meaning that you just go home empty-handed. You don't have the money to do anything with it, with yourself in at home, and then you come back to school. They are not very motivated to teach you, and so the knowledge that you're getting is very low quality. And this because money is you don't have money to help yourself, because money is only issued to those people with money. Because if money is issued through the form of credit or from the bank is not going to give you money to. If you don't have money, you have to show that you'll be able to pay back that money. The other major problems with fiat is that fiat is requires through third party. Them you have for any money that you send to someone. First of all, there's a bank. If you have a fiat, you have to get the money through the bank, the banking system. They collect a lot of money, a lot of friction, a lot of financial friction, because of fees, interest rates, and then of course fiat can lose its value due to inflation or become worthless during hyperinflation. And the other reason history shows that governments can have propensity to overprint money. So the money you have is not going to be of any value if the government decides to overprint. Money is essentially created infinitely without intrinsically valuable commodity almost. And out of thin air, the central bank can decide to create money. And so the money becomes very, very low value. And all these things create a lot of noise in the fiat world. And then sometimes the government lowers the interest rate, and that is very, very serious. It's very bad, because and of course the speed of transportation of the money. When you buy something in fiat, like you're buying it online, the the transactions may not be approved for 5 or even 6 days. Even so you buy you you're selling something with credit card, it takes days to get to receive the money. And so the money is moving slowly. If someone sends you money from another country, that money has to go through the International Bank of Settlements. And if it's a lot of money, you'll have to answer a lot of questions. So there's so much friction in fiat that if we calculate according to Shannon, that the capacity of a channel is equals to uh, the bandwidth of the channel itself, uh, log to base 2 of uh, in bracket plus 1 plus noise signal to noise ratio. So signal is on top, the noise is at the bottom. It means that the higher the noise, like what we just described about fiat, the higher the noise, the lower the capacity. And in fact, if the noise is very high, like you find in fiat currency in Kenya, when the noise is very high, the capacity for Kenya shilling is zero. The capacity for Kenya shilling is to transport knowledge from university to the village is zero. We're not surprised then why universities here in Kenya do not have they don't have a they don't have a channel. They may have a channel on fiat, but the knowledge never leaves the university because the capacity is totally obliterated by the noise. Can you imagine that? The capacity for transportation of knowledge from the university to the village is completely obliterated by noise, because Shannon showed that the the capacity for transportation of knowledge is inversely related to the noise. The capacity for transportation of knowledge is inversely related to knowledge. It doesn't matter how strong the signal is, but already the signal for fiat is still very low. So you have high noise, low signal, zero capacity. That's what I want to say. But now let's look at the cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency um, is very, very high capacity money because we're talking about UBN now. The settlements of money is immediate, and of course, people are able to do business better. They can you can settle, move things quickly. There are no fees, or maybe the transaction cost for um, cryptocurrency is almost zero. There is no government, there's no political risk. So cryptocurrencies are boundaryless, they are uncensored. No one is going to ask you, why are you paying this person 200 million UBN? See, that's good. Now, if you're sending 200 million UBN to the university, and then of course the money is peer to peer, it's really good. It's individual. There is no loss, and it's moving. The transactions are moving at the speed of light because they are information superhighway. It's not moving. Let's see the velocity. The velocity is very very high. The velocity of movement of cryptocurrencies, and it's because it is transnational. There is no boundary, it is accepted everywhere in the world. So if you're in a university and you're doing your research and you want to buy something from Brazil, or you want to buy from Chile, or you buy from the United States, it's all the same. You send your UBN to any one of those countries, any country you want in the world, and you get what you want, your reagents. If you send money in fiat, like you're sending Kenya shillings to Germany to buy your reagents, you know what happens. Germans have to wait for 5 days for that money to go through the quagmire of banking system. And of course, as they go through the quagmire of banking system, that money, you're losing a lot of transaction costs, which goes to what's called financial friction. By the time it gets to Germany, it's just a fraction of what you sent. And then the Germans are going to have to maybe a hard time getting money from the bank because it's coming from the third world. Lots of problems. And then they can agree to ship. Now, if you're working on cryptocurrency, it's just going to your phone. It's just like sending an SMS, a simple messaging system. It's like sending a WhatsApp message, and the money is already in Germany. Yeah. So this shows that because there's no noise, there's absolutely almost no noise. The noise in the channel for cryptocurrency is so small, it's negligible, then it is the best technology for channeling knowledge out of universities into the village, particularly in conditions like we have here in Africa, where fiat is very, very unstable. Today, that's all I wanted to talk about and let you know that we are working with Ubricoin. And Ubricoin itself, we have positioned it in its utility function, to serve as a channel and transporter of knowledge from universities, mainly to bring it to the village so that we can add value through the produce value addition centers in the village. And then when they have when produce has added value, the added value produce become products, pictures. We take photos of the value added products, put them on the web, and then what? And then post them on Soko Janja. It's an online marketplace, and also the village level products find their way into the World Wide Web, and they're also moving at the speed of light on the World Wide Web. So you have a payment system that's on the World Wide Web that moves at the speed of light, that has no restrictions, and then we have products themselves cruising the earth and getting market like that. And so that is what we are doing, and that's what we've been working on. That we are developing that aspect, the theoretical foundation of that, so it become very very strong. So, and that theory is informed by probability theory, the information theory of let's say capitalism, which is based on probability science rather than the the theory of economics. And it's very very beautiful because it's going to stimulate a lot of action. And this theory believes that no human is so the information theory of knowledge, no human is limited. Thank you for being here. Always remember that Ubrica project strives to solve three fundamental problems of health production in the world: lack of access to health services, poor quality of health services, and high cost of medical services in the world. There's someone coming through the gate. I just wait to see who that is. So lack of access to health services can occur when people do not have money to go to hospital, or when there is no hospitals to go to. Poor quality medical services, however, can occur when good knowledge to deal with medical problems is scarce. That's why we are building a channel for transportation of knowledge, and high cost of medical services in the world occur when manufacturing is stifled. Now, for more information about all this, please write to info@ubrica.com or call +25475584417 +254 755 Thank you so much for being here. And let's see, maybe I'm not sure whether we shall have completed the work we're doing on Ubricoin, but in case we're done, I'll see you tomorrow or see you in the near future. We shall talk more. But for now, is goodbye, 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 and see you